Hey, what's up? Hello, my name is Katia, and today I'm going to be doing the Sour Book Tag. This was created by Allison Aldridge, and I'm really excited about it. So I will have her original video and her channel linked below. And yeah, so the first prompt is brutal, a character who is trying their best, but their world is brutal. And for that, I am going to be talking about Quiver by Julia Watts. Okay, so this is an interesting book, and I've literally never heard it talked about, but this is a advanced reader copy from like October 2018, so this is a lot. But okay, so I'm just gonna read the back because I don't know how to better describe it than it's a lot. Okay, set in rural Tennessee, Quiver is a Lambda award-winning author Julia Watts is a brilliant YA novel that focuses on the unlikely friendship between two teens from opposite sides of the culture wars. Libby is the oldest child of 6, going on 7, in a family that adheres to the quiverful lifestyle. Strict and evangelical Christians who believe that they should have as many children as God allows because children are like arrows in the quiver of God's righteous warriors. Like other families who adhere to this philosophy, Libby's family regards her father as the Christian patriarch and leader, and the mother as the helpmeet who gives birth to, cares for, and homeschools the children. Meanwhile, Zoe is a gender-fluid offspring of Libby's new neighbors who have moved to the country from Knoxville in hopes of living a slower pace, more natural life. Zoe and here, I don't know how to pronounce it, H-I-R, here family are as far to the left ideologically as Libby's family is to the right. And yet Libby and Zoe, who are the same age, feel a connection that leads them to friendship. A friendship that seems doomed from the start because of their family's differences. And then it tells you that it's a brilliant story. I really enjoyed this. So basically, I was going to say that Zoe's family is very, left-leaning, very my taste. And then there is Libby's family, and Libby's family is pretty brutal. The next prompt is Driver's License, a book that sends you directly into your feels, and for that I have two options. The first is Indivisible by Daniel Illman, and the second is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. So Indivisible basically follows our main character, Mateo Garcia, and his family is from Mexico, and they are travel here illegally, so they are going to be deported, and him navigating that whole thing. The Song of Achilles follows the Patroclus and Achilles storyline, and if you know what happens, you know, and if you don't, be aware. This is heartbreaking. Literally thinking about it makes me want to sob, and this, it just hurts. It just hurts so bad, but it's good. So both of these I highly recommend, and both of these just got me straight into my feels. The next song is One Step Forward, Three Steps Back, which is a book you wanted to love, but you just didn't. And for that, I'm doing Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Now, John Green is an author, and I really liked his books at the time, but looking back, I am falling with Caleb Joseph, and just The Fault in Our Stars was a mess. And this book I wanted to love because it has this brilliant OCD rep, and I have a very severe OCD, and so I really, really wanted to love this because I really related to our main character, Aza. I really related to Aza, but there was this weird, kidnapping plot in there, and I was just like, I don't understand, and so that was just kind of throwing me for a loop. But I don't know how to better describe it. I really wanted to love it. I really loved Aza, and I really loved her OCD and seeing that because relatable. But this weird other plot line just I didn't connect with, and therefore I didn't love it as much as I wanted to. The next book, I am doing a classic for DEJA VU, a book you would love to read again for the first time. And for that, I'm going to be picking The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I haven't read this book in forever, so it would be like reading it for the first time. But this is just a whole time. I adore this book. I read it back in 6th or 7th grade for school, and I adored it. Oh my god, I don't know how to better describe it. So I'm just going to read the back because I can. Ponyboy can count on his brothers and his friends, but not on much else besides trouble with the socias. A vicious gang of rich kids whose idea of a good time is beating up greasers like Ponyboy. At least he knows what to expect. until the night someone takes things too far. A just life-changing, powerful, amazing book. I would love to read it again for the first time. Next one is Good for You, an author who destroys you, but you don't think they feel bad about it. And definitely my first choice would be Madeline Miller. Between Circe and Song of Achilles, emotionally gone. But for this, I'm going to pick a very obvious answer, and that is Cassandra Clare, specifically her Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices and the Dark Artifices series. I haven't read anything else, but these books actually destroyed me. The first 6 are weird, not gonna lie, but the rest of them are really good. I just emotionally destroying. There are certain deaths that just hurt a lot, and I don't think Cassie feels bad about it. So, yeah. The next one is Enough for You, a book character who you do not think deserved the main character's love, but for this I'm changing it a little bit to being the side character the main character did not deserve the side character's love. Hopefully that made sense. But for that, I'm picking Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. So basically, Lori falls in love with Joe, but Joe is like either gay or asexual or just not vibing with him. Either way, I'm gonna say she's gay or asexual because I'm queer and I would like her to be queer as well. But and it reads like that, but we're just gonna move past it. But oh, this is pretty. Okay, sorry. So he falls in love with her, but she just doesn't reciprocate it, and I don't like them together. I like him with Amy because it makes more sense, but he didn't deserve Joe. Okay, he didn't deserve Joe. He deserves Amy. Okay, he deserves Amy. And just because Timothy Chalamet played him doesn't mean that he needed to be with Joe. Okay. Also, the 2018 or 19 movie is just not as good as the 80s movie, and I stand by that. The next one is Happier, a book couple you selfishly wanted to be together, and for that I'm picking Wuthering Heights. I wanted Heathcliff and Catherine to be together. They obviously were toxic, I understand, but I wanted them together. I'm just going to stop there before somebody attacks me. The next one is Jealousy, a book coming of age character that you love, and for that I'm picking Morrigan Crow from the Trials of Morrigan Crow, the first of the Nevermore series. I just adore this little girl. She's 11, she's so cute, she's spunky, she's just everything, and this like coming of age into her gift and into just like this whole thing was so much fun, and I absolutely adored it, and I want everybody to read this series if you haven't already, just because it's so cute. Oh my god, I don't know how to better describe it than it's just so cute. The next one is Favorite Crime, a morally gray character that you love despite their flaws, and for that I'm picking The Tiny Pretty Things, Shiny Broken Pieces duology. These books just have so many characters doing some crazy things. Basically, this takes place at a ballet boarding school, and characters are just a lot. Let me tell you, they're a lot. I should reread these. I really like these books, and I read them on vacation, so I kind of read them kind of fast. But anyway, it takes place, and these characters, like, somebody might murder somebody might get really injured from somebody else, because, like, dance, you need your legs and stuff. So it's just, like, a whole time, and it's so good. Like, trust me. Just trust me. These books are so good. And, I couldn't help loving these characters, despite the fact that they were, like, trying to murder each other. Yeah. And finally, the last song on the album is Hope You're Okay, which is a book that left you thinking. And for that, my first thought was The Hate You Give, but it's under a stack of books and I didn't feel like getting it out again. So instead, I'm going to do a different book that's a little less popular, and that is A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This book literally broke me. Oh my god. I'm just going to read the inside flap because otherwise I'm going to spoil the entire thing. When Adam Blake lands his best elective ever in senior year, serving as an aide to the school psychologist, he thinks he's got it made. Sure, it means a lot of sitting around, which isn't easy for a guy with ADHD, but he can't complain, since he gets to spend the period texting all his friends. Then the doctor asks him to track down a troubled freshman who keeps dodging her, and Adam discovers that the boy is Julian, the foster brother he hasn't seen in 5 years. Adam is ecstatic to be reunited. At first, Julian seems like the boy he once knew. He's still kind-hearted. He still writes stories and loves picture books meant for little kids. But as they spend more time together, Adam realizes that Julian is keeping secrets, like where he hides during the middle of the day and what's really going on inside his house. Adam is determined to help him, but his involvement might cost both boys their lives. And then this is Robin Rowe's debut book. Just, oh my god. Just read it. Just read it. Trigger warning for abuse and trigger warning for just trigger warning. Just overarching trigger warning. Just read it. If you can handle abuse, that sounded bad. If you can handle the topic of abuse in a book, or if you are mentally capable of talking, if you can handle the topic of abuse, just read it. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and the book fell on the floor, but that is okay, and I will see you soon for a new one. Bye!